So in this lesson, we're going to be working with biconditional. A biconditional is a single true statement that combines a true conditional with a true converse. So in this case, both the conditional and the converse they have to be true. So for example, if a polygon has three sides, then it's a triangle. If a polygon is a triangle, then it has three sides, right? So that means that I can write them because both of them are true as a polygon has three sides if and only if it is a triangle. So let's start this part right here, right? So it's the same and below is true, right? It's converse. If the converse is also true, combine them as a biconditional. So let's start right here. Right, so if a number is divisible by 2, then the number is even. So we're going to start writing the converse. If a number is even, then the number is divisible by 2. See, both conditional and converse are true, right? Because a number is even if it's divisible by 2. So that means that I can write my biconditional, right? So I can write it like a number is divisible by 2 if and only if it is even. That's it, right? So number 2, again, I'm going to start by writing my converse. If two angles have the same measure, then the angles are congruent. So if two angles are congruent, then the two angles have the same measure. That's also true, right? Because only two angles that are congruent have the same measure. So that means that I can write my biconditional. So again, two angles have the same measure if and only if the angles are congruent. That's it, right? So let's see number 2, number 3. So in this case, if x is greater than 5, then the absolute value of x is greater than 5, right? That's true. Let's see the converse. If the absolute value of x, that means that then x is greater than 5. This is false, right? Why? And a counterexample is, for example, -6. -6 is absolute value of 6, and 6 is greater than 5. So then we cannot write my biconditional right here. Okay, so this one I want to write the two statements that form each biconditional, right? So I have two lines are perpendicular if and only if they intersect to form four right angles, right? So I can combine that information and create my biconditional. So my two statements here are if two lines are perpendicular, then they intersect to form four right angles, right? And the converse of that one is if two lines intersecting forming four right angles, then the lines are perpendicular. Right? So as you can see, both of them are true, and I can combine them in a biconditional. Okay, so the next one says a whole number is divisible by 3 if and only if the sum of its digits of the whole number is divisible by 3. So here my two statements are if a whole number is divisible by 3, then the sum of the digits of the whole number is divisible by 3. And the converse, if the sum of the digits of the digits of a whole number is divisible by 3, then the number is divisible by 3. So there you have it. Okay, so it's just taking out each part, right? The left part before the if and only if, and the right part, and creating those two. Next one, I want to figure out if this information is a good definition or not. Okay, and if it's not, explain. Right? Two rays intersect if and only if they lie in the same plane. Actually, this one is not a good definition. Why? Because there's an example of something else that are in the same plane that are not intersected. For example, two parallel rays are on the same plane and they do not intersect. So that means it's not a good definition. Number 7, a redwood tree is an evergreen tree that grows very tall. Well, this is actually it's not a good definition because there are other type of trees that are evergreen and that are very, very tall or very tall, right? Number 8, a rectangle is a quadrilateral with 4 congruent angles. Well, this is a good definition, right? Because that's the only type of quadrilateral with 4 congruent angles is a rectangle. Okay, and the last one, an hexagon is a polygon with exactly 6 sides. Well, this is also a good definition. If you can see, we can reverse this, right? A polygon with exactly 6 sides is an hexagon. So this one is also true. And that's it for biconditionals. May the force be with you.